Bro, this is the point where I give the mic back to you. It has been real. Asante sana. I will be back to co-host this. I'm handing it over to Freedom. Now, I don't know if Nani is back. Kowino, are you back or you're still doing your things?
Pole
Afro.
Kowino kuingilia. I just wanted to salute the young lady with your freedom. Oh, I love the way she was. You know, I am just pointing her out, but it is not her alone. It is the movement. Yani kuna kakitu kamewashika, munakwenda kule mbele. Yani manake mimi kama anti wenu ama mama, I am just feeling very, very proud na msione kuwa sisi hatufanyi kitu. Thank you, Kowino.
Are we still on?
Hello, hi guys. Yes, you are on. I had a bit of a mic glitch. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Everything. I think now that I'm new here now, right now. Afro, can you take over in the line of guys as I get around this?
Okay,
Afro, are
okay,
you
okay.
here?
Thank you. I can hear you. Koino, are you there? Koino, okay.
Yes, I'm here. Just 1 minute, Afrocentric. I'm taking something.
Okay. We'll go with Engineer Clinton. Let's go.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to speak. Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity to speak. First of all, let me appreciate our mom who has just spoken immediately before me. We appreciate what you're doing, you people from the diaspora, the older generations that are guiding us through this journey. Coming back to where I requested for the mic, I just want to let everyone know, like, no matter what, everybody has a price. So even you, these guys who are castigating, are lamenting, are mad about what's going on, every human being, even the Pope, sad to say I'm as a Catholic, everybody has a price. So it's Osama's time. But one thing, let's forgive but not forget. Let's just forgive him for he didn't know what he's doing. But let's not forget. So for we'll be losing the focus of our journey all through. Personally, I'm speaking from a very sad angle. Like I'm really shocked. Like I'm still just thinking about the lives lost, the incitement, because we can't take it lightly that some of us, albeit we were speaking that we don't have leaders, but due to their huge following, they steered some of the protests. They incited some of us. Some people went to the streets, people lives were lost, property lost, and blah blah blah. Now somebody going behind everybody. There's a dozer which is coming up. I know somebody who is working on it right now. And when the dozer is out, you people will realize that even Osama is not the real enemy. The enemy is bigger than you. Everyone is thinking. The dozer will be out. There's nothing which is done behind the curtains that won't come out finally. So everybody here, the people who have prizes, let's not forget what they've done to us in this journey. And always when we get an opportunity, let's remind them. We can remind them by whipping them, sometimes giving them some few strokes so that they remember that there were lives lost. Sometimes we can sabotage them. personally, sabotage for me will work. Like there's no, I don't inflict pain. I'll just sabotage. These are people who depend on everyone here for business and what they do. So as the youth of this country, let's not trust what the president says. He has held a 3 to 4 hours pace, taking people around, no answers. The people who are there were all predetermined with issues they were going to say, the way the president was going to ask them. He was speaking too much until he didn't have bottles of water to drink, but there wasn't any solution, there wasn't no action. So let's not even tolerate the idea of a president coming back to this place again. It is of no value, of no use, and of no importance to the country. That was 3 hours wasted. Maybe whatever he saved us is billions they would have looted during that period of time. So we can count on our billions that we saved, because these people, every minute they have, they're using it to steal from us. So as everybody else, I'm disappointed in some of us, but there's nothing we can do. So I would just say everybody has a price. So don't talk too much, do the right thing, and let's also be guided by principles. I believe if you are principled enough, you should be able to know what's right and what's wrong. It's painful watching the news 7 p.m. prime time, seeing how parents are bereaved, families have lost friends, relatives, brothers, sisters, mothers, wherever they are, cousins, uncles. So I'll leave it at that point. I'm just saying, I'm reminding all of you, everybody has a prize. Regardless of the stage in the society, everybody has a prize. So no matter what, do not forget what they've done to the journey, because due to their following, due to their words, people lost their... Okay, thank you. I'll drop down.
Cowgirl, go ahead. Cowgirl, can you hear us? All right, Mandela, take over.
Yes, I can hear you. Am I audible?
Yes, go ahead. 2 to 3 minutes.
Okay. First of all, I would like to say rest in peace to those who left us. It's only God who is going to pay them, because personally, I know 3 people. At least I know 3 people from the demonstration and the protest. That is Eric and Brian and David Chege. Those guys, I know them in person. And that was really, really, it was good on my side. For me, about Otero, because I feel like we make so many judgments without even considering maybe the effects they have toward others. I know this is not something maybe most of us agree with it, but we all started this, and when we get divided at this point, we might not achieve the results, or maybe the mission that we had from the beginning. So
Hey, guys, can you hear Cowgirl?
No, I can't hear her.
no, we can't hear. Am I audible? Hello?
Now you are.
So for me, I was saying, I don't know where you lost me, but I was saying, I would like maybe to urge our fellow youth that we keep pushing our agendas without maybe division or starting the banda from at this point, because if we go as one, two are better than one, and if we start division at this moment, I think we will lose track. And by the time, maybe in the next in the next few months or years, we will not be anywhere maybe to have a discussion, or even to maybe table our maybe our agendas. So at this point, maybe we can try to re-strategize and see where we lost track, and maybe we can get back to our agenda. That is keep pushing for accountability and justice, maybe at least for the fallen heroes. So the next thing is, I think we can pick one agenda at a time. At this point, we don't have a leader, but at least it will be better if we keep noting what we really want. We keep noting what we want. Like when we say we want, we don't want CS cars. I mean the cars position. We can focus on that and until we finish that. If we say we want the office of the Prime Minister crap, we focus on that until it is done. If
Hey, I think Cowbell is having technical issues. Mandela, go ahead.
Thank you, Afrocentric. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yes.
All right. Good evening, fellow colleagues in this fight. My name is Mandela, and I really love what I'm seeing happening in Kenya currently for two reasons. Number one is that I love what the president did today, coming to address the nation and fumbling. You know, it would have better kept quiet and so that we keep guessing. But now he came and fumbled even the worst of the worst he has done in his life, and now we are even charged better than ever before. And that just reminded me of the Estates General that preceded the French Revolution. You see, I've been observing the activities happening in this country, where we are burdened with the taxes and leaders are looting left, right, and center. And then there's now this today I saw it as an Estates General, which has never happened before. And you saw Larry Madowo actually highlighted that Ruto is the first president to ever engage his constituents in an X space. And Estates General was an emergency, and it was a harbinger for anarchy, which makes me worry that are we headed towards a revolution? Or am I the only person who can see it coming right into our faces? We can change this country. One, through a revolution, like the French Revolution. I know after today's Estates General, we saw that the king, or rather the president, is out of control. He's unable to control the looting spree that his ministers are on. And he's just out of touch with everything happening in this country. You see the amount of lies, whether they are lies or just misguided opinions, they are of the magnitude that can annoy even a little child. So I would like us to move forward with this revolution, and I like what you guys are doing, the likes of Afrocentric, hosting these spaces where we can engage. I'd like us to proceed with this revolution, and what my thoughts are is that we should proceed with this sensitization until 2027. Then now 2027, we change this country on the ballot. Because if we proceed with a revolution, one of the speakers who spoke before me spoke very well, but suggested that we should be ruthless, which I would like to disagree with a little. I think the problem we are in currently as a country has been created by ruthless people who had to take power by hook or crook. So for us to change this country as young people, we need to go the peaceful way. Let us strategize until 2027 and now change the leadership of this country completely. And the only challenge that we face at the ballot is that most young people with brilliant ideas also come with very lean pockets. They probably don't have that much money to to make it pompous and very colorful. But those ideas are the ideas that can change this country. We saw in the 2022 general election, we had one of the youngest presidential aspirant was Pigeon Odimwengu. This young man has very brilliant ideas, but the only challenge is that the young people coming to the stage are contending against the older generation of people who are out of touch with their constituents, and whose only claim to fame is that they have looted millions of shillings and they are willing to buy their way into these seats so that they can loot even more. I think moving to 2027, let us go and embrace the younger aspirants. And something has just told me to mention that in 2022 general election, I was one of the youngest aspirants for the gubernatorial position. I was aspiring to vie in Kisumu. But we faced the same challenges from the older generation of leaders. And the only reason is that they come with looted cash. Because they have looted our cash, they come to bribe us to vote for them. And then they loot again after we have voted for them. So my urge for us as we move to 2027 is that as many of us as possible should vie for these positions to be elected. Because as youths, our participation in elective politics is not just limited to voting, but the Constitution allows us also to vie. Let us go and vie for these positions. Then at the same time, let us embrace the youthful aspirants in 2027. But for now, let us keep this fire burning, because the president has not given us any good reason why we should step down, why we should keep this, why we should not proceed with the revolution. And if we have to go the French way, then so be it. But Kenya has to change, and the people to change it is ourselves, the young people. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your submissions, guys. I think the next speaker, I'm not sure that was lined up. Afrocentric, thanks again. Guys, there is one thing I would say before I give the next speaker. We have 7/7 Saba Saba on Sunday. Okay, these sideshows and sidelines, we should not even worry about them. We're giving these people legitimacy. Talking about whoever hosted the Zakayo today, how did they get the legitimacy? We gave them, we legitimized them. How? Many of you would say how? Because when wamesema oh fulani ameabductiwa, and then what happened? We all rallied behind that because Kenyans have big heart. They have big heart. They elevate each other's voices. What happened? We elevated their voices. Voila, they're back in the action. And what happened today? It's history. We don't need to dwell on that. Because the more we dwell on what happened, who is paid, who is not paid, we are defeated. The conversation should be about Sunday, 7/7. That's the message we want to drive home. We don't want to discuss what is going to happen in 2027. No, we're talking about here and now. Today, on Sunday, what is going to happen? Is Kenya going to come out in the millions? Threats will always be there. We can see what the state have done. They've come out, they've trying to pull the rug under our feet. Are we going to allow them? Are we going to just kneel down and say we surrender? Or are we going to continue and march? We're going to continue and do what we need to do. Fix this country for the better. For it to deliver for everybody else. That is the momentum we need. But if we keep dwelling on who got sold out, we're not going to get anywhere. We're the ones, same very people, we are the ones who gave them legitimacy. Fulani ameabductiwa, we cried. And this was the plan all along. After that, we're the ones who gave them voice. And now what happened? Wamemchukua, oh, he was bought. No, he was among them all along. Everybody that you see was among the deep state all along. But they played